Beto O'Rourke goes on the offensive in his second debate with Ted Cruz.
Multiple polls have Ted Cruz up by between 5 and 10 points 20 days from the election.
And despite outdated voting technology in San Antonio, officials say November elections will be secure. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Wednesday, October 17th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. Texas Republican Ted Cruz and Democratic challenger Beto O'Rourke clashed in a series of sharp exchanges Tuesday night in the second and possibly final debate of their closely watched Senate race. Both staked out familiar positions that made their differences plain on issues like the Republican tax cuts, which O'Rourke called a deficit-funded giveaway to the rich, and Democratic proposals for universal health care, which Cruz called socialized medicine. One of the leading questions going into Tuesday's debate was whether O'Rourke would be more aggressive toward Cruz, who has seen a bump in some recent polls since their first debate last month in Dallas, when Cruz was often on the attack. But O'Rourke was quick with an answer, calling Cruz dishonest and taking the first shot in the debate by attacking him for paying more than $5 million for political services from Cambridge Analytica, the data firm that accessed private information from 50 million Facebook users to influence voters in the 2016 presidential election.
Which is the very company that helped to undermine our democracy, to feed false news and false opinions to our fellow Americans.
And Congressman O'Rourke's record voting against Texas oil and gas, voting against energy, that hurts the economy, it hurts jobs. It's not right for Texas.
This is what you can expect over the course of this debate. Senator Cruz is not going to be honest with you. He's going to make up positions and votes that I've never held or have ever taken. He's dishonest. It's why the president called him Lying Ted, and it's why the nickname stuck, because it's true.
And so Congressman O'Rourke's plan would require tripling your taxes. He said you could do it with 5 points on the corporate rate. That doesn't even pass elementary school math.
Tuesday night was the third debate in the national watched race, but the second, scheduled September 30th in Houston, was canceled when it appeared that Cruz would be tied up in the Senate's confirmation process for Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. And election officials in Bexar County and Texas say they are confident the midterm elections will be secure, even though Bexar County voters will use some of the most outdated voting machines in the country, amid national concerns about tampering or hacking. U.S. officials have warned that a situation like the one in 2016, where Russia-linked hackers targeted election systems in Texas and 20 other states, is just one click away in November, even though they have yet to detect any attempts to corrupt election systems or leak information. Records show Russia-linked hackers have targeted the Texas Department of Public Safety and the Texas Library and State Archives Commission in the past. Security experts say several potential vulnerabilities exist, including an online statewide voter registration database, a lack of oversight regarding how counties procure poll book systems, and even the voting machines themselves. While direct recording electronic voting machines that process votes without any kind of record are banned by many states, Texas is one of 13 that still use them, and Bexar County is one of just 148 counties around the country with them in use. Security experts say the touchscreen machines are troublesome because if something goes wrong, there's no way to conduct a meaningful recount as there's no paper record, and it would be more difficult to verify whether they've been hacked. But elections officials counter that the machines are offline and are therefore less susceptible to hacking, though experts do note they still can be accessed. Bexar County elections officials say while the county's machines are closely protected and held in padlocked cases before Election Day, they are looking to begin a process to replace the machines next year. And that's your daily San Antonio Express News briefing for Wednesday, October 17th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.